Hey guys, this is Matt with another Minecraft video. I'm here on Emenbee.net. It is Friday and the free-for-all PvP event is just about to start. Looks like ModMaster is upping the prize now to 100K, and looks like if there's any teaming, leaving, or lack of fighting, the prize will be lowered. So it looks like ModMaster is attempting to make this a little bit more of a free-for-all and not just a faction versus faction event, which it turned into last week. We'll see if he's successful. And lots of players already down in the arena, as you can see. It looks like there's all sorts of torches. No idea why. Probably one of the mods that has build access is goofing off, and plenty of people running around outside the arena as well. I sat down to chat with the winners of the last event, actually, really the last three standing, and let's see what they had to say. Okay, we're here with Litmus, formerly Mexico 11, and we're about to check out what he's going to be bringing with him to the free for all this Friday. So tell me what you got going on here.
Well, accidentally, I had my name changed, so I don't have my homes anymore. So we have just steak for health pots.
I see. So
As
all
I
these are
said,
actually going to be health pots in here.
yeah. And as what I said in the other interview, I had drink a fire res during the countdown.
Yep.
Also regeneration potion.
Yep.
And for now, since MCMMO is now down, I suggest I just decided to use normal strength and speed, no more absorption, haste, or
Normal strength and speed. Okay, got it. And I see 37 golden carrots. Are you going to be using those to keep your saturation
yes.
up as well?
Yeah, now since we don't have I forget what it's called, but still where food like I don't even know. But
Yeah, no, it's good for your
golden
saturation.
carrots had like saturation is good for your saturation.
Yeah,
So I
absolutely.
decided to use that.
So in the last free
And
for all event, you got you got really far, but then it looked like Paradox, which was acting as a team, basically went after you. I think it was something like a 4v1 or maybe even a 5v1 at the very end.
yeah,
What are your thoughts on that?
well, to me, I feel like it was fair for me to just die. To be honest, I was trying to leave as well, but corrupt PvP just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Attacked me when I was trying to like pot up again.
Yep.
And then we kept fighting it out a little bit, and his helmet broke, and then I think they were on a Skype call or something like that, and they told him, and they all came after me, and
I see.
just wiped me out.
Yes, they did just wipe you out. So that brings up an interesting question, which is oftentimes it seems like the free for all isn't really a free for all. It turns out to be a faction working together, and then they get down to where there's only members of that faction remaining. At which point one of them is chosen as the winner for that faction. The others log off, and that's kind of how it goes. Certainly how it seemed to go last time. What are your thoughts on that?
I kind of feel this event needs to be like a little more fairful.
Yeah.
Because
So how do we do that? I know God of the Sea's army was upset with how things went down. Oops, I just smacked you.
It's fine.
I got a little ding. But God of the Sea's army was upset just because he clearly had arranged a success for himself, and by having his faction team together, and Modmaster kind of invalidated that by saying, "Hey, this is meant to be a free for all, not a factions event." So how do we make it a free for all, or is it just always going to be a factions event?
I feel like if they don't change it soon, it's gonna stay like that forever.
Uh-huh.
Because they have some like very good PvPers in that faction.
Yeah.
And I feel like every week it's just gonna be them on the top, and everyone else is just gonna 1v1 to see who's the winner.
Right, unless we end up having everybody against Paradox, which is
Yeah.
kind of what was discussed at that event itself or immediately afterwards. Okay, cool. Any particular strategies that you're going to go into today's or the next event with?
Probably just attack people now. Cause I was just like playing it smooth, just running around.
Yeah.
So
So you're
now
going to
I
be
might
more
just
aggressive this time.
yeah, more aggressive because I could actually draw people a lot.
Yeah. Did I shoot you again?
Yeah.
See, I'm very good at hitting things I'm not really supposed to hit, but oh well. All right, cool. Well, thanks for spending time with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with McYolo Swagums, and so we've got your chest here. This is what you typically bring into a PvP event. So can you
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about this?
Okay, so to improvise the night vision, that's usually haste, but I was out of haste, so I just used that.
Uh-huh.
And then so right at the beginning, I'd usually drink my haste, speed, and strength,
Uh-huh.
and then I'd eat a god apple, and then after that's done, I'd see the second set of prop for it.
Yep.
I'd put that down and replace it with cooked pork chops, and then I'd put it where the empty bottles were.
I see. So you have all 4 of these in your hot slots.
Yeah, so it'd be easy to, like, if anyone broke my helmet or something, it'd be really easy to put it back on. Just
Right.
hotbar too.
Yeah, I was educated on that by Malevolent Chaos in the last PvP event, who was just swapping out broken armor like mad. And so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Right when you TP'd him down there, I was like, oh crap, there's no chance.
So tell me about that. So the last event was kind of interesting because it ended up being God of the Sea's army with 4 other people from Paradox that all won. They all 5v1 Mexico at the very, very end. And then Modmaster, of course, is supposed to be a free-for-all event, and it really ended up being a factions event because everybody from Paradox seemed to be working together. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Yeah, Paradox, they just kind of like stick together in a corner and they 5v1 people until they drop, and then they move to the next person. I think's a little unfair because then you stand like no chance. And then like all the PvPers in Paradox too, like Malevolent Chaos, God of the Seas army, they're all very well-known PvPers on the server.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
5v1, you have no chance.
Yep. So, is there a solution for that, or do we just have to accept that this is going to be a factions event and not just a free-for-all?
I don't know, because like people do have allies, but then I think that's a little unfair. Like the way they're doing it.
Yeah.
They should at least spread out a little.
So let me ask you about your plans. So you told me a little bit about your kit that you bring in and how you plan on using it. What about teams? Do you team with anybody?
Teams? No, I go solo.
You go solo.
Nobody in our faction really PvPs much. Like sometimes they do, and then Mixmasters, sometimes I'll see Blazercraft, YT, and Cool T in there. And then so that'd be my team. But other than that, no, I don't really make plans to team.
Okay, so because everybody else I've spoken with it seems to do that, and it looks like I'm a Fat Dog is attempting to lava us right now.
Yeah. You know from a Space Showcase how I tried to lava him?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's getting back. This is revenge. I see. I totally missed this. He's always trying to cause trouble. Okay. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Good luck on the event.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I'm here with Malevolent Chaos right now. We're going to check out what he brings into the arena with him. So maybe you can walk us through this. So you've got your God Sword, some golden carrots. What else?
I bring a lot of strength and speed pots because 2 weeks ago the FFA, I ran out of pots, so now I'm like super prepared now.
Yeah.
And I doubt anyone's gonna break my armor. So.
Yeah, you've got 3 sets of P4. That's you mean business.
Yeah, 2 extra sets of P4 armor.
Right. So one of these you're going to be wearing, and then the other 2 are in your inventory, ready to be swapped out.
Yes.
So I was super impressed, as you may have heard from the last free-for-all, at the speed with which you were able to swap out your armor. That you, my friend, have it down. So are you just constantly checking your armor levels as you're fighting?
No, I checked at the bottom left. There should be the armor rating. When it goes down, I would usually put the helmet on first. If it loses 1.5 armor rating, it would be my helmet or boots. So I put one of them on. I'm a good hotkeyer, so.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
And I see you're also getting a couple haste potions as well. What's your plan with these? Do you pot before or while Modmaster is counting down, or do you wait until you're in there?
I'm saving that. I'm saving 1 for the beginning and saving 1 for the end.
Ah, interesting. And then you've got yourself 6 God apples. Is that the magic number, or you just don't like to carry more than that, or?
Yes, that's the magic number.
6 is the magic number. So how frequently are you are you like constantly eating God apples to maintain the resistance and those sorts of things?
Yeah, I eat gapples. Well, actually, the only time I eat gapples is when I'm like at 7 hearts. So
7 hearts is your key to gapple.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool too. Now, in the last event, there was some controversy around Paradox because you guys were acting as a faction, and in the end, I think you 5v1'd Mexico, and Modmaster was like, "Come on, guys, you got to fight it out," and you're like, "Oh, let's all log off, but God of the Sea's army." So, is that your plan for this time?
I'm not sure. It depends on the faction we're gonna fight. Like, let's say Obscene, they are a pretty big faction, but they live in the EU, so they're not gonna get on in the PvP event.
Yeah.
This is gonna be 1 a.m. over where they're at.
Yep. So, and
So
what do you think? Because this is supposed to be a free for all, right? There's also a factions event, but it's just natural for people that are in the same faction to team together. Do you think this is that we should just accept that this is an FVF event and not really a free for all, or do you think that there are ways that Modmaster or the staff could change things around to kind of force it to be a free for all?
I agree with Modmaster. Like, but like, there's no point of attacking each other like in the faction because we just waste our armor, you know? Because
Right.
we're all teammates.
Yeah, exactly. It's all shared resources in some factions, so you're really
And
just destroying your own stuff.
We do share resources too, so
Yeah.
that's why we don't. That's probably why we don't attack each other. Other
Yeah.
than that, I wouldn't know.
Do you guys team outside of the faction?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know a lot of these guys in my faction.
But I mean, do you have people outside of the faction that you team with? Do you sometimes would you ever go to Obscene and say, hey, your faction and Paradox, we're gonna lay off each other until the end or anything like that?
Oh no, I don't team with anybody outside the faction except for a few, like Mexico. Mexico's my friend.
Yeah, yeah. And then you ganked him.
But even though we 5v1 them.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So cool. Well, thanks so much for showing this off. Anything else you'd like to say?
Practice more.
Practice more.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. Well, thanks so much and good luck out there.
Yeah.
All right, bye. Just 1 minute until the event starts. You can see lots of players running around, a few of the staff flying around as well. And let's see, there's probably 24 people down in there. I can see a bit of a group forming over here in the corner. Looks like that's where the Paradox team is. I'm guessing they're going to be trying to work together like they did last time. We'll see what happens with Modmaster and the prize, and see if these guys team, that may cause the prize to be lowered. So we'll just have to see what happens. So a bunch of Paradox people all in one corner. We'll just have to see what happens. Few interested parties. Looks like Erbo Gopes. I can see Obscene's over there. Looks like Obscene has perhaps claimed its own corner, and this may turn into a faction versus faction event after all. The arena is now closing. Last chance to jump down. And Erbo Gopes in another corner. So we've got Erbo Gopes in one corner, Obscene in another, Paradox in a third, and then lonely people over in this corner here. So let's see. And is it started? I'm hearing things explode. I'm seeing people run around. People are not on fire yet, though. So maybe someone's got a kitty cannon or something that's making those noises. Starting in 10 seconds. Here's the countdown. Let's get down low. We've got Obscene over on one side. Lots of people from Obscene on. Blackout as well. We've got Erbo Gopes over here. And we've got Paradox over here. It looks like this is definitely going to be starting out as a bit of a faction event. And here it's on. Immediately you can hear damage being taken, hits being hit, and lots of people were just quaffing potions, eating gapples, and you can just see the look at this massive loss right here as people are dying. The P4 is being beaten down, and just tons of people on fire in diamond armor running around. This is truly absolutely crazy. Looks like Wolves just owned Green Thomas 1, and lots more damage being taken. Gapples being eaten, you can hear them down there. And let's see, Paradox, it seems to be holding back somewhat. So these guys are over here. And over on the other side, we see Erbo Gopes and Obscene going at it with Paradox, some Paradox folks as well. There was Malevolent Chaos. He was the winner of the event last time. And there he is running around, battling it out with, it looks like someone from Obscene. And a couple folks over here are teaming up on Oblivious PvP, who's gappling. Lots going on down here, guys. You can see the purple is Erbo Gopes. Those are my teammates, or at least my allies. Potions being drank. Red is Obscene and some of their allies, who I happen to be enemied with. And then Paradox is in white with noobs as well. So still probably 24 people down there in diamond armor and eating all that kind of good stuff. So let's see what's going on. Lots of people on fire. But most people, it seems, are drinking fire resistance potions before the event, or simply relying on the god apples to give them fire resistance. And here we have a nice Cars Lake 12 getting beat up by Tech Ming. And let's see what's happening here. He's getting hit over and over again. Lots of jumping, lots of criticals over here. A little 1v1 off in the side. It's always exciting to see that. More damage going down. It looks like Carter's... Oh, he just lost his helmet down there. And it looks like it may have turned into a 2v1. Edis has gone over there, Claudio. And Carslex had managed to get his helmet back on. It looks like he's gappled. And now there's Paradox. A couple people from Paradox. Tech Mang is taking a break or something like that. I'm hearing items break once again. Carslex is definitely being hit. Let's see what else is going on around here. Lots and lots of PvP going on. There's Edis. We've got Carslex down here. Let's see what's going on this side of the arena. Got the Obscene folks. I see Matt Foster is fighting for Obscene. Looks like Hyped Creeper is fighting for Blackout. And then over here we have, looks like PvP Fun, Matt Foster again. iWolves down there in Airbo Gopes. And looks like someone just got owned over here. Tons going on down there. Just listen to that damage being taken. Hype Creeper's running around looking for somebody. We just had an Enderman pop in here. There it looks like Emgray's down here. He's fighting it out with Fada Fingling. Looks like he just took out Fada Fingling right there. Fada Fingling's one of our staff members as well. Emgray's looting the body, and now he's going after Cabrera of Paradox. Gapples are being taken. We've got Swaggy PvP down there as well. People taking a break maybe down on that side. And more's going on. Everybody's on fire over here. Legit Man, Tech Man going at it 1v1 over there. And then we've got Edis and Attack on Baka going at it over here. Potions being drank, lots of potions, and more going on over here. It looks like we have Airbo Gopes going against Obscene, and Swaggy PvP is out there as well. Matt Foster versus C-Ray. Looks like there's a nice 1v1. They're hitting each other. Now, we've seen from interviews, these guys are bringing lots of God Apples and lots of potions, and you can just see those being used. Looks like somebody's lost his helmet. Emgray right there just got his helmet back on, and is now just health potting. And it looks like Skill Aura is socking him up. Skill Aura is just jumping. Saw a lot of critical hits there against Emgray. And Emgray is now against Cabrera and Skill Aura. Looks like they've got him off in a corner. Going after him. He's running, trying to escape, trying to heal up. Meanwhile, engaging with other people, including Malevolent Chaos. Looks like Skill Aura is continuing on with Emgray, not giving him any chance to heal. And I just saw looks like he just lost his chest plate that came back there. I saw a God Apple being used. Lots of explosions going on in the background. I'm not sure what that's about. We have MCMMO off right now, so those can't be axes. And look at that. Lots going on here. And Skill Aura is just hounding Emgray. He's not giving him any quarter at all. Not allowing him, just trying to get some more equipment. Looks like he's pausing there for a minute. More battles going on over here as Airbo Gopes is going after Swaggy PvP. And Malevolent Chaos is... in there. It looks like Malevolent Chaos just took out Emgray, and pretty violent right there. We had a couple of folks going after Emgray at once. Now people are, looks like we've generally repotting, getting more equipment. We can hear those potions being drank right there. Now we have Malevolent Chaos going after Swaggy PvP, C-Ray, and Malevolent Chaos are going after each other as well. Looks like it was a one-on-one-on-one. More God Apples are being eaten. We saw how many God Apples Malevolent Chaos is bringing to this battle, quite a few. So we'll see how he's doing. Of course, there's probably God Apples that are being picked up from the Fallen, I would guess. And these two are just going at it. C-Ray. Looks like Malevolent Chaos is on the offensive here. And we have Paradox just standing around. It looks like they are not joining into teams so much, but they are certainly not applying themselves to go after enemies. Matt Foster was fighting off there just a minute ago. And it looks like C-Rays and Malevolent Chaos are going at it. And now the rest of the Paradox guys, it's turned into a 3v1 against C-Ray. There's no way C-Ray's going to be able to stand this for long. And looks like someone's broken off here. Malevolent Chaos to go after Matt Foster, make sure he doesn't get too much of a respite. And we can see there's still at least 3 different battles going on. And it looks like Paradox is definitely using their numbers to go after these guys. Matt Foster is eating a God Apple, just lost his helmet. He's on fire. And got his helmet back on. He is God Appled. And it's still going on here. Meanwhile, we have Paradox going against iWolves on Airbo Gopes. I'm hearing more armor being broken. And there you can hear it again. More and more going on here. Things being picked up. And, oh, we just saw Malevolent Chaos destroyed Matt Foster. And looting the body. Couple Paradox guys. Looks like they are not... They are not fighting each other, so we'll see how Modmaster responds to that. There's still some battle going on here with C-Ray versus Skill Aura. Skill Aura is looks like they're being joined by multiple Paradox people. C-Ray is still alive, which is pretty impressive. He's not going to be alive for long, though, if he's got to fight off all these guys, unless he's just got a stack of God Apples. It's possible. And it looks like C-Ray just lost his helmet, and it's back on. He's managed to recover quite nicely from that. And we have Swaggy PvP. He's just a lone guy running around. Doesn't seem to be part of any particular faction, though I could be wrong on that. And God Apple is being eaten. We've got C-Ray trying to stand against Malevolent Chaos and Skillor. They're just 2v1ing him. It is absolutely brutal. C-Ray's can't manage to survive here for long. I've got to believe he's going to be done here soon. Hearing armor break. And he's still going at it, though. Everybody's on fire. Fire-resistant potions, I'm sure, are keeping them alive. We can see there's Obscene fighting over here as well, as Eyewolves is still up there. And Malevolent Chaos, who's an excellent PvPer and the winner from last week, is going after C-Ray. C-Ray just lost his helmet again. This is the second or third helmet I've seen C-Ray go through. And Malevolent Chaos is giving him no chance to recuperate. And we can just see things are being gone down. Oh, what was that? What was that? Malevolent Chaos just destroyed C-Ray. He finally finished him off. And here we see the guys from Paradox are definitely working together. And it looks like Eyewolves just took out Matt Foster. So Erebo Gopes is still out here. Now the Paradox guys, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 from Paradox that remain, all going after Eyewolves, who's trying to replace Broken Armor. He is gappling, but there's no way he's going to be able to withstand 4 Paradox guys against 1 Erebo Gopes. So, and was that it? Malevolent Chaos, once again, is the victor here, smashing Wolves. And here we are down to just Paradox guys. Let's see if they're going to actually fight each other. Looks like just obliterated Rollins there. And we have just Paradox left. One Obscene running around here. I'm not really sure what that was all about. Looks like he may have logged off while Paradox was going for him. And looks like Swaggy's not going to fight Paradox. That's what he says. And for Paradox, let's see what happens here. Prize is now lowered to 70K. So this is because they are not fighting each other. And who do we have here who's come back? Looks like Matt Foster is back in the arena. He was killed earlier. I'm not really sure what he's doing back. Now it's 50K. He's back, but just getting slaughtered. I'm not really sure, Matt, what you're thinking there, bud. But he's now dead again. A boost. Not really. It looks like this is not a free-for-all. This is a free-for-some with Paradox again teaming up. And it looks like people are accusing Matt Foster of loot stealing. Looks like prize pot's now down to 30K. Looks like Modmaster's attempt to turn this into a true free-for-all and start fighting, or the OP Rollins roll comes in. Let's see what happens here. Okay, he's back in here. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe the mods are going to start coming in here and try to get people to fight. Otherwise, people are going to be logging off. Who's this down here? It looks like armies. Looks like people are trying to loot steal here, just popping on, grabbing loot and logging off. That's not really cool, guys. That's not really what this is about. So, but I did see Obscene doing that, and at least a couple times. So presumably they're trying to e-chest stuff as quickly as possible. And here's Hyrule saying he wants a nice clean fight. It's way beyond that. There's no nice clean fight. So yeah. So do we have a winner declared? I'm just looking here right now to see. It looks like 20K is what Modmaster has said, and the arena will open for 5 seconds so people can pop down in there. Oh, that's an interesting. And so people are popping down into the arena, grabbing loot. Some of them are just going to grab it and run. Some of them are going to get up there and go after those that are remaining. But looks like people are dying. Circle of Strafing just took out Quants, and Donk Massacred, who's at Universal Ron 90. And we have now people, looks like some of my guys in Mixmasters in the vaunted leather armor, and some people completely without anything, going after the loot and fighting each other. I'm not seeing any of the folks from, here's Hype Creeper, he's a threat, and here's Matt Foster back here. I'm not seeing any of the folks from Paradox. Where did Paradox get off to? Have they logged out or what? Here's Paradox, Beanze. I didn't see him in there earlier, however, but it looks like this free-for-all has become a free-for-none. I don't really know what's going on here, guys, but it looks like there's avocation for loot stealers to have loot taken from them. Of course, admins do have access to your inventory. You guys should know that, and they may be able to take whatever they want. Here we've got JKT20, who's Mixmasters, my recruiting faction, and Rollins down there, PvP Logger. They fought for the loot, is what people are saying. But what about the prize? What about the prize? I don't see what's going on here. Looks like they're continuing on. I'm going to ask that question. What about the prize? Do we have a winner? Oh, and I'm in faction chat. Let's try that again. So people are duking it out again, but this is now getting down to people in much less equipment than those that were on earlier. Looks like, by my guess, Paradox here essentially won and teamed. It looked like there was. I'm not sure if you can call it a win because it was again that's a Paradox isn't an individual; it's a faction, and so it looks like those are. This has become a faction event. So here's Erebo going against Erebo. So Weber Boy against Faithless, both in Erebo, both staff. Now everybody is grouping. So Modmaster is saying Paradox won, but will receive no prize for teaming. Paradox won, but no prize for teaming. So I can tell you that the rules are probably going to change next week. There's been some discussion about how we might turn this into a true free-for-all because we do have faction events. We do have faction events. If you want to fight with your buddies against other factions, we do have that as an event. But in this case, this is meant to be a free-for-all. So anyway, well done, I guess, to Paradox. Though lots of teaming there. This was not really the free-for-all that it's meant to be. We'll see if that changes next week. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.